and Alex. Ian was somebody that was saying that we'd met and we'd known Ian from before. He'd done Something I Should Know. And Alex was like the only name that we could come up with. Like Grace Jones albums were the only ones that we could all agree on.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody offhand that we could say we'd like to work with. Noel Rodgers is doing a mix of the next single.
But as I mean, over the period of time that's taken for us to make these 3 albums, we've found that we're actually getting more involved ourselves in what's going on.
So could we see maybe a self-produced Duran Duran album, maybe the 5th album?
Eventually,
one day,
yeah.
yeah.
At the moment, I think we'd all need to.
I think we all believe in individualism, really. I mean, in the beginning, certainly, we probably had more of a corporate image where we'd all found clothes that we liked that were sort of similar. But we had a laugh about them now, and everybody just dresses exactly how they want.
Were you pleased at the decision to re-release the first album?
Well, yeah, I think
because nobody
never
really heard it over here.
Yeah, it'd be nice for people to hear our first album.
Okay. Well, Los Angeles is always ahead of everywhere else in America for us. I think that we've actually sold a lot more albums in LA than any other city. And when we first came over, we were playing very, very small clubs. We actually were doing 4 shows at the Roxy. We were doing the Greek Theatre on the last tour, and it was the only theatre day that we did. So LA's always been a little bit ahead for us in our popularity in this country. Which was funny, actually, because LA never had MTV at the time. Yeah. And we were more popular here in this city than anywhere else.
So, there you go.
So?
there's a cat amongst the pigeons.
I won't mention why.
Come here, boy.
Okay, that lady there.
When is your next album?
When it's finished.
It'll probably be recorded in August, September, something like that.
Actually, if we let us get away, we'll be about 10 minutes.
Do you find right on the road?
No. The pen keeps wobbling all over the place.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then.
Do you find you can write on the drums?
I want to find out why the switch. Lead guitar and then you switch down to bass.
So you should have played guitar.
What was the reason for the switch?
No, I mean, it was just the direction that we were talking about what we wanted to move it with. Everybody was hung up on like a Mick Jones or Joe Strummer thing at the time, and everybody was playing lead guitar, and all the bass players were trying to play like Sid Vicious, which wasn't what we really wanted to do. So rather than find anybody who was into playing bass with a degree of precision, you know, I didn't do that. No, but basically you should hear me play guitar.
He still plays with his foot.
I only used to play guitar with 4 strings on it.
One finger at a time.
Your new video, which we were just showing before you came on, I was wondering if there's any particular inspiration behind it, because just seeing it once, I got a lot of images, like I thought of the Nazis and the ghetto and all this other stuff. I really got that.
Yeah. Was there an inspiration?
Well, it's about revolution, and the video is a kind of parallel of that. It's about waiting for something and actually having it happen. Something you're looking forward to, something that you want to happen. And the video is really kind of about overthrowing the greyness and putting some colour back into life, which is probably what this band's all about anyway.
Gentleman there.
Do you feel that your fashionably good looks have played a significant role
You're not reading that, are you?
contributing to your huge success? Do you think if you were looking not so cute, do you think that you would have...
Are we cute? Are we?
That's really sweet.
Isn't she nice? What's your name? What are you doing?
It's difficult, really. I mean, perhaps, yes, but what if it is, and what if you wanted to have our music sort of play more importance? What do you do? Have a face drop?
Cut your face up, smash your teeth.
Are you involved with any political groups or nuclear disarmament?
Are you political at all?
What's that?
We're not.
We are, but we're not allowed to say.
We're not involved with any political groups, but I mean, we do believe in nuclear disarmament. I think in general, I mean, I don't think anybody particularly wants to get blown up.
Do you guys play any benefit shows for something like that?
There's a possibility in the future. We'll see. I think the CND thing is they have some different policies that we haven't gone into detail with yet, so we'll see.
I think always the problem with things like that is that you can agree with the basic, anti-nuclear, but certainly in England there are certain affiliations with groups like that maybe you don't agree with. They tend to start involving themselves in other areas that maybe aren't just to do with nuclear disarmament or whatever. They start to get involved with other things.
Question at the back.
You're breaking as a singles band. Is there much room for spontaneous composition within your studio work or the way you compose?
I think all of it is spontaneous, so that an actual idea isn't something that you sort of sit down and go, wow, what am I going to do today? I mean, something eventually will come up and it'll be a good idea and that'll be it. It'll be very clean cut, very simple and very spontaneous. However, you can't just sit around and have all these great ideas flowing into your head, so there will be periods of dormancy.
I mean, when you go into the studio and you haven't got a damn clue idea what you're going to do in there, you've got to be spontaneous.
Right. But it's not always that spontaneous.
Lady way back.
You write as a group. Can you tell us something about that process?
Well,
What's it like writing as a group?
I mean, we've got no set way to write. We've always said that. I mean, there are certain songs that Simon may have a piece of, words that we put to music, or then again it may come from, we may just have had a few drinks and we may be playing about in the studio and getting a groove and basing it on that. There's a million ways.
I think the major reason we can credit to the whole band is because every person sort of looks after their own part, and when the whole song comes together, although it may have been based on some chords that I had or Andy had or Simon had, overall, with everybody else's parts, it becomes very much a band composition.
Again, way at the back.
Okay, in your writing process, does the demographic, does the business end figure into it? Do you actually shoot for your audience, or do you just come off the top of your head, whatever sounds?
Do not whatsoever.
Probably Rio was made as an album for people that liked the first album. We made an album that hopefully they would like, but I think this album is very Tiger, we very definitely made for ourselves. I think if we wanted to make an album full of girls on films and Planet Earth, we could have done, but we wanted to make something a little bit more.
Does the business end figure into it?
Not
really. I can't even spell business.
I don't think you can do that within creativity and music, because if you do, then, I mean, what if you got it wrong? How are we to know who we're going to sell directly to with the song anyway? I don't think you can do that.
I think it's bad if you do, think, okay, like, let's write this good chorus and we'll get paid more money. You never get paid anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
So time for 3 more questions.